Welcome back to my channel. As always, I am very excited for today's video, and this one is extra exciting because not only is it the first video of 2025, but it's also the first video that I am filming with my camera in over a year. And long story short, I lost the battery a long time ago and then never got a new one, and the point is now I have it. So hopefully the quality is so much better for you guys. Now, as you can tell from the title, this video is going to be all about my goals, manifestation, and vision board for 2025, as well as a look back on my 2024 vision board and what goals and manifestations came true and which ones didn't. But before we get into any of that, if this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name is Samantha, or Sam for short, and I am a certified personal trainer as well as a weight loss specialist. So if any of that is of any interest to you, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be informed when I upload all of my future content. You can also go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sammy for short. Now, with all that being said and out of the way, let's jump in to the video. Also, be sure to stay till the very end because I will be announcing my first ever giveaway. So starting with a look at my 2024 vision board, what it looked like and what came true for me. Now, really quick, here is a first look at what that vision board looked like. And as you can see on it, I tried to manifest a relationship as well as a better relationship with my son, eating healthier, having a better physique, bringing in wealth, having a clean girl aesthetic, and getting involved in yoga, as well as getting cast and next to normal. Now, I will say this version is an updated version I did. It's not my actual first 2024 vision board, and so I actually think my first vision board that I had created, I achieved more goals on that than I did with this updated board. I feel like this one was just too general. If you notice, I put a lot of silhouette pictures in there. It's not very specific, and it wasn't really calling to me very much. But I can no longer find the original, but on that one, I had put on there that I would be receiving scripts for acting as well as getting a lead role. And I achieved both of those things. I was in 2 shows last year, Anastasia and Goosebumps, the musical. I had actually gotten casted in 2 other shows, but I had turned both of those down. Now I'm back in one of them as a choreographer, and now I'll be performing in it because there's one dance that a lot of the cast wasn't comfortable with, so I will be doing it. That's a whole little side conversation for another day. Something else I had on that original board was line dancing, and I actually started a couple successful line dancing programs at the gym that I used to work for, and I got better at line dancing. I was line dancing more frequently throughout the year. So with this being said, I did accomplish things in 2024, but they were from my original vision board, not this one that you're seeing right now. So again, those goals that I accomplished were starting my acting journey, career, whatever you'd like to call it, as well as the line dancing that I already mentioned. I did also achieve a better relationship with my son, and I'm just getting more balanced being a mom, a 24-year-old, as well as a actress and, working full-time. As for the wealth aspect, it really came and went. There were periods of really good financial times, and then towards the end of the year, it got a lot worse, which is normal in my type of career. But I really think it getting worse was the biggest push to lead me into things that I think will be even better for me in 2025, even if it initially was kind of a shock and not a great thing. And same thing for the relationships I manifested. I met a couple of really, really solid men and potentially great options. However, they didn't stick, and I actually realized that that was happening because I wasn't changing anything that I was doing, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but I was just continuing patterns that prevented me from receiving better. I did start to work on my aesthetic, and I got my lashes done, and I was falling into more of a clean girl aesthetic, but again, financially things happened, and then that kind of took a toll. So ultimately, I did not really achieve too many of my goals on this vision board, though I really learned that my actions were the things holding me back. We can't just dream and hope and wish and pray and create vision boards and expect it to come true without putting in the work. So this year is different. I am not just going to dream of these things. I am going to take actionable, attainable steps to work towards my visions. So now here is a quick look at my 2025 vision board. I think it is much more aesthetically pleasing as well as much more specific of what I would like in my life. And as you can see, this fits on my phone screen so that I can look at it every single day. So some of my goals and manifestations is 1, to have a better job. Now, this manifestation has already kind of come true. I actually received a job offer at the end of 2024, and I'm going to be starting today. I technically was supposed to start yesterday, but there was a snowstorm, so I'm going in for my first official day today. And it's still personal training, just at a much nicer place, I'm hoping. And I still put it on my vision board because I want to continue manifesting that it is a better environment and that'll be incredibly welcoming, a great job, and just overall a better situation. So I kept it on my vision board. These are like pictures from the actual gym itself. So that's why I left on there. It's much more specific. This job then also leads me to my next goal, which is becoming a Pilates princess. So I'm still going to be very involved in strength training, and with my personal training I work with a lot of weight loss clients. I'm still a weight loss specialist. But my new place of work is actually a boutique style gym, which includes Pilates and reformer Pilates. And I have actually been, if you've been following me on TikTok, I've been incorporating 1 day a week of mat Pilates into my normal strength training routines. And so now I'm really excited to incorporate more reformers classes. I've never tried that before, and I think switching up and having variety in your workouts throughout your week is the best way to go. You should be strength training, you should be doing cardio, you should be walking, you should be hiking, you should be doing yoga and stretching, you should be doing all the different forms of a workout throughout your week so that you're not just stuck in one box. So I'm really excited to start that. Now, next on my vision board is reading. So I want to be reading more and learning more. My next video is actually going to be all about my 75 medium challenge, but you can also check out my TikTok for more videos and updates on that. But included in my 75 medium challenge is reading 5 pages of a fiction book and 5 pages of a nonfiction book every single day. And so far so good. I'm actually currently reading You're a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero as my nonfiction book, and for my fiction book I'm reading Funny Story by Emily Henry, I believe is her name. And I really want to do this because it will not only be a great way for my brain to calm down and wind down after a long day of working, it's also important with the nonfiction books to constantly be a student and learning and consume a bit of knowledge throughout your days to help you grow. Next, I put on here a picture of someone studying for yoga. I do actually really want to get my yoga certification, and I feel like with the last board where I just had a silhouette of yoga, it didn't really give the full idea. Again, I just wasn't specific enough with my last board. So for this, I want to achieve my yoga certification this year. I'm hoping with my new schedule at work, I'm trying to just work mornings, be off by the midday, so that I can have time to focus and study and hone in on my yoga certification. I've been definitely trying for over a year and it just has not worked out yet. I've been putting it on the back burner for a bunch of other things, and I think it would just be a great way to continue my fitness journey, and as not only my own personal fitness journey, but as an instructor as well, to help others. So I would like to make my dream a reality this year and achieve my certificate. Next, I have on the board eating healthier, and I am on a current mission to transform my body. If you've seen my last couple videos, then you know I've been trying to glow up at the end of last year and into this new year. And the number one way to do this is by eating healthier. So as another part of my 75 medium challenge, I will not be eating out for 75 days unless there is a special occasion. And I'll be more creative cooking at home healthy meals and packing my lunches for work. Next is travel. So I have 2 pictures. I have a picture of New York and I have a picture of Tennessee. And I want to make it happen this year that I travel to Nashville to visit my friend, Heather. And I'm also planning on making this year's trip to New York the best one yet. I don't know what happens. Every year I go to New York, I do enjoy it, but especially this last one was definitely not my favorite, and I have just always had like little hiccups here and there, so I really want to plan for this one to be the absolute best it can possibly be. Next is motherhood. So I put a picture of a mother and her son, and I'm just trying to get better at balancing life, work, and my son, as well as my extracurricular activities that I do. Part of that is prioritizing being a better mom. Now, by no means do I think I'm awful. I actually think I've been in a really good place recently, but there's always room for improvements to be made, and I will never stop working on being a good mom. Next is business. So this is taking charge and being better at managing my time. This will include me planning more social media content, editing and uploading that social media content, creating systems for time management, money, and budgeting. And then I also hoping by the end of the year I'm building my own at-home like garage studio. And this is also includes my social media and building 50,000 followers on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. All of that should then lead into my next goal of wealth. I would like to be financially free and not stressing about money all the time. Of course we all are. Now along the way, I would also like to meet my future husband this year. Again, it's still a silhouette, but it was a silhouette of a couple holding hands and walking, and that's ideally the type of relationship I want. I want someone I can be active with and go on walks with, go on hikes with, go to the gym with, you know? And I know saying future husband sounds like super serious, but that's what it is. My next boyfriend should be my husband, because I'm very much under the idea that I will not let any man meet my son. No man I've ever dated has met my son, and I intend to keep it that way. The only way you will is if you're a serious relationship, and if I see you as a serious relationship and I introduce you to my son, more than likely it's because I could see some type of a future with you. So I would like to meet my future husband this year. We do not have to get married. We do not even have to get engaged, but just somebody that I could see that happening with is, you know, just a more serious relationship. And the way that I've currently started doing this is I have cut off all my past situations that were blocking me and distracting me from receiving something better, and I'm only allowing good intentioned people into my life. And that's all of my goals. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I am very excited to announce that I will be doing my first giveaway. So for this giveaway, you will be receiving one free New You workout program from my site, opshape.com. And all you have to do to enter is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment about what your New Year's goals are. And included in this workout plan will be not only the workouts, as well as some tips and tricks for healthier habits throughout the new year. There's also a at-home or gym version of the plan. So if you're the winner, I will contact you and see which one fits your lifestyle best, or I may send both of them to you. They're at a $20 value, so I think it's pretty good to be getting it for free. Other than that, that's it. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna go, but before I do, I want to remind you all to stay positive, be active, and most importantly, do what keeps you healthy.